Hi everybody, it's Diane. I'm on Zine kick. Sorry if it's getting a little old, but my collage box thing is getting a little stuffed, and I thought that might be a good use for some of that stuff. I made a bunch of zines about 5 years ago that are like that, where they're just kind of simple collages. They're just no painting, no fussy stuff, a simple thing on the back. So that's what we're doing. I don't think I'm going to make a cover like this again. One, it's fussy. It takes a lot of time to find all those letters. And if you read it, it said mix. So you have to find an X. Yeah, that's easy. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the cover. But the idea is to just make a nice little collage. Simple yet effective. My idea when I made those was really just for fun. I did have a brainy idea of copying them and selling the copies, as a zine. But at that time, I do have a different printer now, but I couldn't get them to print right. They kept just to make a long story short, it wasn't fitting right. It wasn't working, so I gave it up. But I mentioned I was getting another cupboard thing. Well, they're drawers, but back here. So I had a lot of stuff pulled out, and in putting stuff back, it of course is not fitting. I thought I was doing myself a big favor. I actually have less space, which maybe that's a good thing. I have to get rid of some stuff. I don't know. But anyway, this got moved around, and I'm like, you know what? It's getting really stuffed again. Well, part of it is the harvesting video I did. I put a lot of that stuff in here, although the big stuff did not make it in here. Yeah, that's somewhere else. I've got all this. That's there, and that's there, and some of the stuff you may recognize. I still have that light fixture. Sometimes I put on a word. I can certainly look through magazines if this is not cutting it. It's kind of cool. So has anyone else jumped on the zine bandwagon yet? I'm up here all by myself. A lot of these flower illustrations to do something with sooner or later. Run a Dick and Jane mom. Yeah, I did come across a few things I'd forgotten I had in the cleaning. Oh, Linda, do you want the gnome? I'll send it to you. Let me know. Okay, I'll keep it. So Diane, you didn't give the weather report. We're waiting. It's okay. It's cool and cloudy. We had a very light shower that didn't last too long, just long enough for me to get the sheets off the line. What? I'm sorry, my husband took them off the line. Let's give credit where credit's due. And it's probably a good thing he did because I didn't hear it raining. They'd still be there if it was up to me. Anybody want a bride? Do you get these prices? I'm not going to read it or anything. Just look at the prices on there. Okay. That's an old, I forget it was Sears or Ward's. One or the other. An old Sears or Ward's catalog. These are birthday candles, but not anymore. So I'm cutting the wicks off. You can laugh. I try not to be too fussy when I make these. I probably have already fussed more than I should have, right? Although it's been a long time since I've made one, so, you know, maybe you have to give me a little allowances there. Yes, this is a Kleenex box thing. You pull open so you can use the Kleenex. And these should go faster than the fussier type, and I paint on them and all that. I said should, we'll stress should. Oh, actually that matches pretty nice. It's one of those fabric salvage things that identifies the colors because they do that nowadays, which is nice. You know, really, if you're trying to coordinate your colors to make curtains and pillows or something, that is handy. But us collage people like it too, though. Okay, I'm gonna pause and glue that stuff and come back and we'll do a couple more pages. That's how fast it goes. Okay, that stuff's glued down. It is not trimmed yet, but we're moving right along. I did add another strip of color in there. I did not do the clock. It just, when I was gluing it, I didn't like it with this other stuff. So there. We're getting down to bigger stuff here. How about that? Just to prove I'm not an idiot. These are stamps, worse stamps, so that's all. I thought I could do something clever with that. You can see how far I've gotten. Alright, well, yeah, these are all catalog stamps down there. Well, let's work our way back and see if there's anything, or I'll just have to crack open another magazine and not get rid of the junk, which is not what I wanted to do. I shouldn't say junk, the leftovers. Well, in some cases, they're not even leftovers. I just I want to be technical about it. That's just where I keep smaller images, so it's not necessarily leftovers either. Like this, I did just print off to make a collage, and I just haven't done it yet. Well, that could be something. You want to watch me fussy cut? No, we don't. Well, alright, we'll talk about what I have to do when I'm done with this. I mentioned getting rid of that dumb old cupboard and replacing it with these drawer things. Well, I wasn't thinking when you pull that dumb old cupboard out, no one has painted behind that, you know, since the year one. So now I have to paint back there, which, you know, it's a little section, big deal. But that really wasn't on my agenda. There. Did that ease the fussy cutting? Telling you that boring story of how I have to paint? A little bit? Crooked. Hey, the closed caption got crooked right the other day. I didn't say kept, but I mentioned once. It always gets that wrong for some reason. I got it right. 2 Lux soap wrappers and 65 cents. You got something. Some kind of brush. Scrub brush I got, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any Lux soap wrappers. They even make that anymore? I don't know. It's kind of pretty. That match is nice, but it's a little... it's a little something. When we have realistic things going on there, I'm not sure how to describe it. You fill it in. Did you hear that? I think it was walnuts falling again. And the best part of them falling is sometimes they fall on my garage roof and make a big noise. And my neighbors have a wooden deck. Sometimes they fall on that and make a big noise. I think it was falling on their deck. Some of them are pretty hefty. They're even a little bigger than a golf ball. And they're kind of heavy. I mean, they're not heavy, but I mean, it's not a seed falling. It's annoying. That's what it is. Well, that might be good for another one. That match. And then besides the dumb walnuts, if you don't pick them up, then they dry out and get all brown and icky, and they're still there. Once they drop, I don't think squirrels in that take them. And then squirrels go up in the trees and peel all the green peel off to get to the nut. So they get all these little things all over the driveway that dry up. And they smell funny. And, yeah. Well, that's pretty good. I'm just going to leave that at that. Okay, I'll stop talking about walnuts and glue this. Check the time, come back. Okay, these are glued and not trimmed. I tweaked this a little bit and then I thought it was a little dull, so I added tissue and I found another salvage color identifier thing. and it matched, so I put it there. Okay, we're at about 15 minutes, so I thought I will piece in these 2 pages and then make that be its own video. And then when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like trimmed up, and we'll do something with the front and back covers. The backs, not that I have to do what I was doing before, but I used to just put on 1 or 2 little images and then a word, some sort of, you know, encouraging type word. Whether I'm still going to do that, I don't know. The front, I don't know either. So that's another reason I think I want to pause and think about it. And it is raining, which I think gets me out of painting. So that means it must be kind of humid, right? So you really shouldn't paint if it's humid. So I think better wait and do it tomorrow. That's kind of cute. Okay. It's a little tiny bird with a letter. It was in one of those woodworker magazines. I thought it was cute. Well, if you want to hear the Etsy Associated Press release, this is October. This is September 3rd, Diane. So their Star Seller thing is out. No, I don't have a star. I knew I wouldn't. But I'm only, according to them, I'm down on the message criteria. I still don't quite know that stuff I was talking about with the income and all that. I don't know if that's, well, I will not get one for September. Even if I make it up now, it has to wait until October. So I don't have one for September. And frankly, I don't think I care. But the message thing, you know, I explained all that before. It really wasn't my fault. And they were grading me in a time period when we didn't even know about it anyway, which I think is totally unfair. But, you know, I can't control it until someone, you know, messages me and I do it back within 24 hours. Probably 2-3 people. It's not going to go up, obviously. You know, I can't control that. So anyway, but I was looking around today on Etsy. It was just browsing. I have a few stores I like to purchase from. I do not buy much, to be honest. I just don't. I don't need stuff. My house is crowded enough, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, my favorite stores, which are very responsible, I have never had a problem with anybody or anything. They don't have a star. So, you know, nuts to that. Cute. It's a very old, cruel picture. Actually, I like those. I'm sure there are people out there that think that it's so dated looking, but personally, I like it. I found a cruel, it's a frame. It's 5x7 with an oval opening. So all around the opening was crewel work of flowers. I found that at a thrift store years ago and made it. I thought it turned out really cute. I don't have it up at the moment. I did have it up for a long time. I think I like crewel work. And I've got a huge one over my living room sofa. I got it at a garage sale for like $2. It's really cool. It's very mod, which, yeah, surprise, Diane likes that. All right, well, getting there. Yeah, I think we'll definitely make this its own video. This is taking longer than the other ones. He's been jabbering. I don't understand Etsy either. If you go, unless different people are seeing different things, when I go to the home page there, they're not even saying anything about the star seller thing. Does that make sense? Don't you think they'd be promoting it? Unless nobody qualifies. They're, I don't know. Well, I think, yeah, this side's getting a little fuzzy. Now it's a little plain. Make up your mind, Diane. Or maybe a flower. And these are very nice little gifts, I think. Not a gift. Kind of in lieu of a card. You can make one for someone, for a birthday or a get well or something, and customize it, if they like birds or flowers or whatever. I think it's kind of a, unique idea. I have done that. Okay, well, I think I've taken enough time with this and you guys and everything else. At this exact second, I'm not going to add to that, but I could. There's room. Okay, I'm going to glue that stuff, call this a video. We will come back. I'll show you what it looks like, trimmed up and everything. And hopefully by then I will have made a great decision about the front cover. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day out there.